Peace to everyone. So I wanted to quickly do a video about psychological warfare and Kanye West. So if you don't know by now, let me break it down to you. That's like gonna be my new opening. If you don't know by now, let me break it down to you. So here's what I think is going on with Kanye West and the media. And in general, I think they're doing certain things, like they're attacking him from different sides. All right, when it comes to warfare, there's psychological, spiritual, financial, there's physical. I think I mentioned psychological already. There's different levels of warfare. So pretty much Kanye West in the media lately, initially, this started weeks ago, right? He went on a podcast. He started talking about how this specific group of people, that group starts with a J. It's not a race. It's a group of people. He started talking about how they're doing him dirty behind the scenes, doing him dirty with contracts, doing him dirty and doing other people dirty with different things that they do with the music industry, media industry, and the movie industry, MMM. That's funny, right? Not funny, but whatever. So he's been talking about the things that they do behind the scenes that a lot of people don't know. But in front, everybody's looking at them like, oh, they're this great group of people. But behind the scenes, and I'm not even gonna get into that. Behind the scenes, they're doing a lot of things that are unclean. Like, let me say that. So let me give you the reasons why I'm saying it's psychological warfare. One, you have to understand that this group of people are rich, powerful, very, very rich, powerful, and wealthy. With those things come power, resources. With resources, you have access to psychologists, psychiatrists, behavioral experts, body language experts, people that can read minds, or people that can say, if you do this, he's gonna do this. Those kind of people. Because once you have billions and trillions and access to those kind of money, you can buy and you can do a lot of things with that money. The reason why I'm saying that is because once you study somebody like Kanye West, those billion-dollar people, all they need to do with certain things is, okay, if we do this in the media, remember, they run the 3 M's that I just mentioned: music, movies, media. If we do this in the media, it's going to affect him this way. He's going to make him do this because they invest billions in studying people like that. So Kanye West he didn't start with it, but he did the whole White Lives Matter thing. And he explained the reason behind the White Lives Matter. It doesn't justify it or anything, but he did explain it, and I actually do kind of understand his explanation. And maybe I'll do another video just kind of explaining that. So he did that, and then Diddy kind of went at him. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Love, whatever his name is, went at him, right? Try to shut him up or whatever it is he did. Then he exposed Diddy on the Drink Champs podcast. Like, hey, I know you signed with the Democratic Party. I know you're doing this. I know you're doing that. Same thing with Meek Mill, which is true because every time it's time to vote in America, a lot of black celebrities always come out, oh, vote Democratic, vote Democratic, vote Democratic. 4 years go by, they come out again. When they're telling you to vote Democratic, they're not doing it for free. They're being paid to push that agenda, okay? So Kanye West kind of exposed that lightly. Remember, all it really takes is for you to plant a seed in somebody's ear, and then you can go and do your research or whatever. So he kind of exposed Diddy a little bit, right? Then, of course, he talks about how, he's a billionaire, brags about it. Maybe he brags, maybe he doesn't, whatever. I think he does brag about it. But hey, listen, man, if you come from nothing and you make it to a billionaire status and people paint you as having mental issues, you should brag. Because a lot of people have no mental issues, but they don't make it to that kind of status. So a lot of y'all that is kind of judging him, saying this man is mentally ill, you're not mentally ill, but where are you? But you're judging somebody that's quote unquote mentally ill and it's worth $1 billion. Even if it's not even about the money. Look at his influence. Look at what he did with the sneakers, and now everybody's making sneakers like that. That alone is power. That's influence. So you got to give him some kind of credit. So great. So they start taking the money away. Everything is strategic. All strategic. Anything you see in the media, the font that they use, the image behind it, the quotes, all of that is strategic. Is to pierce your mind, right? So they start taking the money away. Oh, he loses billions of dollars. He's no longer a billionaire now with Adidas. Oh, Balenciaga has cut ties with him. Oh, he's done this. Oh, he's done that. Oh, he's losing this. He's losing that. Right? So now they put Diddy is now taking over Kanye West's spot as one of the richest black men in America. Right? That's psychological warfare. Because now you know that he was just going at Diddy. And now you're saying Diddy is being rewarded some way, somehow over him, right? Because Diddy could have climbed other people But why are they mentioning that, oh, Diddy is now richer than Kanye West? That might seem like, oh, it's not that big of a deal, but don't worry, I'll give you more details. Then they start putting lawyers now no longer wants to work with Kanye West, then put him quote, because he's difficult to work with. If you work in any 9-to-5, any white-owned or white-ran business, or even in Hollywood, the moment they put you as difficult to work with, that's it. You're either getting fired, or you've already been fired, or you're about to be blackballed, or blacklisted, whatever word they use. I think it's blackballed. So once they label him as that, they're already painting a picture to other people that this man is difficult to work with, he's erratic, he's not listening to people, things of that nature. So little by little, what they do is poke at you with these things. And that's one thing that he complained about. He said that sometimes you guys will see me go crazy, and you don't know the things that goes on behind the scenes, and in your eyes it's like, oh, I'm just going crazy. So this, I'll give you an analogy to help break that down. It's like you have a younger brother or older brother that's always bullying you, poking at you, or pinching you, but your parents never see it. And one day, you punch your older brother, and it hurts, and now your parents look at you like you're the demon, or you're devil, or you're this badass kid, or whatever. But the whole time, your older brother has been bullying you, but they didn't see that. So that's how it works. Is like they do little things to poke at you in the back, and then when you explore, they say, "Oh, look at him, he's crazy. Look at him, he can't be controlled. Look at him, he's this, he's that." So that's one. And I know people might say, oh, that's a stretch. Don't worry, I'll give you a couple more, right? Look at Viv or Hollywood. They painted her as difficult to work with. You haven't seen her since. Look at Monique. They painted her as difficult to work with. So that's two things that they've done. There's like two more, but I forgot them. Another one that they did was, damn, I think I just forgot. Oh, I got it. Taylor Swift. And they're like, oh, Taylor Swift is now richer than Kanye West. But look at it though, Taylor Swift. Then they put, oh, Taylor Swift is now richer than Kanye West. Look how karma works. Something like that. Because they know that back then, he did something with Taylor Swift with the award and grabbing the microphone. That's how you know it's psychological warfare, because who cares about Taylor Swift right now? Why the hell are they bringing up Taylor Swift? Taylor Swift, of course, his net worth might have gone up, but I'm sure it also went up above other people. But why bring in Kanye West's name? Same thing with Diddy. When he got richer, he probably passed some people in that ladder. Why bring up his name? And there's been other things in the media about him, the pictures of him that they use. They don't use a picture of him looking good, looking nice, or, you know, something. They use a crazy looking picture of him, something that makes him look, because all of that is entering your mind, and they're literally setting a narrative, trying to convince you about this man don't know what he's doing. He's crazy. You shouldn't be paying attention to him. He doesn't know what he's doing. That's all psychological. So a lot of times they don't need to, see, nothing physical has happened to him. All the places it goes to, nobody tries to attack him, nothing like that. But that's because they attack you psychologically, which is more dangerous than physical, because if they can mess you up here, up here controls everything else. So that's what I wanted to kind of quickly talk about today, is sometimes what you see is not always what is. So before you start judging somebody, right, try to understand what's going on behind the scenes, or just don't. That's one big problem I have with people nowadays, especially with what's going on with Kanye West, is they are literally taking this black man that's part of your people, a part of us, in front of you, and they are humiliating him. I don't even know how to pronounce it anymore. They are doing things, and then black folks are just like, oh, even black folks that didn't even know the meaning of that word. Oh no, I can't rock with him, man. He's saying things against those people. No, I can't rock with that. Like, huh? So you you don't even know the meaning of the word, and you're automatically siding with the masters, right? It's kind of it's weird to me how they can just easily control or convince your own people to turn against you. And it's crazy because all the things that Kanye West has said, sometimes you don't have to understand somebody, but some people do have a method to their madness, if that's the right word, right? You don't always have to agree with him. Sometimes you got to look at the big picture. And my recommendation is, even if you don't agree with him, stay neutral. But don't now join the side with the opposition, or with the ones that you know run the world, because they're trying to control everything. So if you don't agree with him, stay neutral. But don't join them and now start posting crazy things about that person. Like, oh no, he's crazy and he doesn't know what he's doing. Like, anyway, I'm done with this video. Peace.